Welcome back. Can you believe it? We are in the final lesson of our quest, which I love. And let us evoke the light. Let us tune into the amazing spirit that we all have come into contact with through this quest. Take a deep breath. Fill your lungs with oxygen, your brain, your heart, your whole body. Fill it all the way down to your feet. Let the light, the invisible light, bathe you. Let it come through your eyes, your breath. And as you exhale anything you do not need, any impatience, any irritability, any tension. Come like a beacon of light into your heart. There you go. Bring it all present. Connect to the invisible spirit in you. Evoke it. Conjure it up. And we ask just now that this light be sent to everyone here who is listening. And we ask that our hearts can be full and we may listen to the whisper of the Spirit. And we are so grateful. Amen. So, congratulations, my friends, for your courage to embark on this journey with me. You have taken a very important step by having it in your heart to make this deeper connection to your invisible but so present spirit. We all have an opportunity to live our lives this way, but choosing this quest, you're already moving to this deeper connection because you made the commitment to really love, know yourself, and know your spirit. So I'm thrilled to go there with you. I would like to begin this new lesson with a quote by William Blake. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. So, what is that to do with our quest? Timelessness. Timelessness. Time is something that is so man-made, but the universe operates in timelessness. Wouldn't you love to know about timelessness? Think of times in your life where you felt time stopped. One of the reasons I love performing is that time does stop. Ever since I was a young girl in drama school, when I was on stage acting a part, I felt so fully present and so alive, nothing else mattered. When there's no other thought in my mind when I'm acting, performing, or even speaking, because it requires me to be so present. It's the most exhilarating thing. Have you ever been in love? Remember when you are with the person you're in love with and you suddenly forget the time? Where did the time go? Or you're having a good time with your friends or you're enjoying yourself and time stops because you're fully present. Or have you ever waited at the airport or waited for a bus or a train and time just drags on? So time is definitely relative. There's something about time that changes according to where we are, what we are feeling, what we are experiencing. When I was writing my book during the pandemic, it was a very strange feeling that I felt sometimes, that the days were as long and they would feel endless. And then other times, I felt how quickly they move from one thing to the next. But at the same time, we didn't know when this period would end or how we would come out of it. More than any other time in my life, I realized the only solution to deal with the impatience and the frustration of time going too fast or too slow was to completely connect with my breath. which is completely connected to spirit, which is completely connected to my heart, which is completely connected to my body. So I would be present, and in the presence of my breath, time expanded, and I would glide into timelessness. I'm going to repeat to you what was mentioned previously in the quest, if you remember, when my friend came to do a session with me when I was preparing to do the goddesses. Darling, let yourself be breathed. And at that moment, I realized the incredible power of the breath of life through you. So right now, let us together, let yourself be breathed, okay? Just surrender, suspend any thoughts. Just whatever thoughts come, just observe them. Suspend thoughts about time and let yourself breathe. Feel your breath and come fully present right now. And it's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Just to feel your breath. That's where the spirit is, very soft, like a breeze. Feel your breath. Exhale your breath. Open your heart, as my mother used to say, darling, I live in the rhythm of eternity. And she did. You could never rush my mother to go anywhere. She was constantly surrendered to the moment, because in the moment, the soul is present, the spirit is present, and you are present. You can live above time. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to live? So, together, right now, let us come into the consciousness of timelessness, and let us do a prayer and give ourselves this opportunity to elevate. Let's take the elevator to the rooftop and just look at the vista. Look at the view. Look at the perspective. And let us come into a reverence of prayer. Everything inside is silent, quiet, settled. Dear beloved, I feel the pressure and the panic of time going by. I feel that I don't even have time to have a moment with you. Inside my head, I hear these words all the time. I don't have enough time. There is no time. Where did the time go? But my heart longs to experience a sense of timelessness, to be above time, to know that in the constraints of my mind and my physical world, I can still attune to the universe, to the universal clock that has a rhythm, a pace, like the river of life that flows and knows its direction. I ask now that I may open my mind to know the timelessness of my existence. In the midst of my doings, my actions, my to-do lists, and all the demands of my life, I feel that I move into the rhythm that the universe has so brilliantly and intelligently constructed. And just as the planets turn on their axis in their own time, may I become connected to the divine timing of my life. Like my cells that have their own life force, in constant motion, yet never hectic, I ask too that I tap into the source of knowing that as I slow down, I will move into the perfect pace of my life, letting go of the pressure, the overwhelming feelings that deplete me, and the uncertainty. I ask that the peace that reigns over all things be reinstated in me right now, and I breathe in that peace. and I breathe in that reality. I call it forward, and I allow it to supersede my thoughts, my emotions, and overtake me as I become more of an observer and less of a warrior. I am grateful for allowing this in my life. I am grateful to know that there is another way. I ask that day by day, I am redirected to move into the natural flow of my spirit. I thank you, and so be it. Oh, so my wonderful friends, look at your journey and look at it in your heart and ask yourself, how beloved do you feel? Where can you open up more your heart to yourself? Where do you feel at one with yourself? Celebrate yourself. Do you have more of your presence with you? Of course you do. We all do. There is no end to this journey. You have given yourself this quest as a way to start opening yourself to these multidimensional vistas, opening the doors to your mansion, opening the windows to your mansion. Endless floors, endless floors, endless vistas. You are more than just flesh and blood body that is the history of you and your physical world. If you just say, through this quest, Agape, I caught a glimpse of my spirit. I caught a glimpse of my soul. I caught a glimpse of unconditional loving. Oh, then I celebrate you. I celebrate you. You have penetrated the dense materiality. That's so hard to do. You have pierced through into the life force. It's like the Leonard Cohen quote, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We've made a lot of cracks here. So, through those little cracks you've opened, continue to let the light come in through you in your life. Call it, evoke it as much as you want. Trust that you've got that opening now. Trust. And you can come back to this place if you need anything. Come back to this quest. Come back to each other. Come back to loving. Come back to forgiving. Come back to gratitude over and over again. We are not done till we're done, till we're gone. Your practice today is to write your prayers for yourself, giving yourself the greatest gift of being fully present, no matter what you're doing or what's going on around you. I want you to celebrate yourself and share your wins with your tribe as we celebrate you as well, and share your gifts with others who don't even know how to begin. This quest is not a destination. It's a journey, right? Remember that. And I will leave you with one last affirmation, one last thought. More than anything, you are never alone. God is your partner. God. That's huge. Is your partner. God is by your side. How can he not, or she, or it not be? Because it's in you. It's you. So own it. Claim it. Claim you and your God-given power. Celebrate you, and please share you. Your humanity, share it. Human beings need what you have. Trust me. Let us make this earth a little happier, a little more heaven on this earth. And you are part of that puzzle. You are part of that tapestry of love. Be unconditional. You can change people's lives. You can affect people every day with your presence, with your smile, with your vibration. Elevate it. Pick up your elevator and go to the rooftop. Live there. And when you forget, come back to this quest. I love you with all my heart. We are all really part of the brotherhood and sisterhood of man. And we're all in it together. God bless you. I love you.